Vlcd 21, round 4. And it is a cold one today. Oh my gosh. I got up this morning, it was 3 degrees, and the wind chill was 16 below. Whew. Baby, it's cold outside. But anyway, my weight is 121.4. Same as it's been for 3 days. So I saw that 120.8. Was it Friday, I think? And then I've been 121.4 since. So I'm not discouraged by it or anything. I would like to hit my goal, which is 118. But if this is where my body wants to be, I guess there's nothing I can do about it, because I'm staying on protocol. And like I said, I'm not discouraged at all. I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling like I'm done, you know? I'm not getting the signs or anything, so I'm not hungry. So I'm alright. I mean, I'm just going to stick with it for a few more days, and if it doesn't move, then I'll just call it quits and do my LDW and see what I can do afterwards, because I know I can drop a little bit of weight off protocol, so maybe that'll work. I don't know. We'll see. But I am going to stick with this for a few more days and see what happens. Like I said, I'm not discouraged. It's just that if this is where my body's going to stay, then there's no reason to stay on protocol if I'm not going to lose anymore, you know. So, but I am going to give it a little bit more of a chance to work, just because of the fact that I'm not feeling those signs that I'm done, you know. Because if I was done as far as body fat, if I had like none left, then I would be hungry. If nothing else, I would be hungry. So I'm just going to keep it going for a little bit longer. And last night I had one of those dreams that people talk about. You know how some people talk about having these vivid dreams when they're on protocol, and I never really have. I have kind of vivid dreams sometimes anyway, but last night it was like, what the heck? I couldn't believe it. When I woke up, it was like, what was that? And I still remember it so clearly. I was at a party, and I don't know if you want to hear about my dream, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I was at this party, and it had like, I don't know, like a 70s or 80s feel about it. You know what I mean? Like the walls had paneling, and the colors I remember are like oranges and browns, like you would have seen in the 70s, and it was a party. It was like people going around, sitting around tables and playing cards and playing games and just sitting around talking and stuff, and it was a party. I don't really remember any food, but anyway, an old friend from high school was in it that I haven't seen since high school, which was, I graduated in 85, so I haven't seen her since then. She was in my dream, and my grandma was in my dream. She made like a guest appearance, you know, and I don't know what that was about. I showed her my shoes, because my shoes had holes in them. I don't know. Anyway, I have no idea whose house it was at, but John was there, only it wasn't John, but it was supposed to be him, you know? And I was quite enjoying myself with him. It wasn't a sex dream or anything, but if I hadn't woke up when I did, it might have been. I don't know. When I woke up, I was like, looked around the room like, whoa, what the heck, where'd that come from? And John was wearing a leather jacket. And the thing about it, like I say, it wasn't actually him, but it was supposed to be. I've never seen this person before in my life. Not that I can consciously remember anyway. Some guy making a cameo appearance in my dream. He was supposed to be my husband. He was acting like he was my husband too. Anyway, it was weird. It was really weird. He wasn't even very good looking. But anyway, I thought in my dream, I thought that I was awake a couple different times, but I actually wasn't. It was weird. And I didn't realize I wasn't until I actually woke up. Alright, that's enough about me babbling on about my dream. So, I don't know if I'll tell John about it or not, since he was in it, but it wasn't actually him. What do you think? Should I tell him? Yeah, I probably will. Alright, well, I guess I don't really have anything worthwhile to say, so you got my stats and you heard my story about my weird dream. So that's it for now. See ya.